1831. She was the first Black American woman physician, nurse, and author. She became a doctor of medicine at New England Female Medical College in 1864, just a year before the Civil War. She spent her career focusing on the care of women, children, and people of color unable to pay for medical services, fighting racism and sexism every step of the way. In 1883, she published a book called A Book of Medical Discourses in 2 parts, which many historians believe to be the first medical text by a Black American writer. Ms. Crumpler graduated from medical school at a time when very few Americans were allowed to attend medical college or publish books. Ms. Crumpler first practiced medicine in Boston, primarily serving poor women and children. After the American Civil War ended in 1865, she moved to Richmond, Virginia, believing treating women and children was an ideal way to perform missionary work. Ms. Crumpler worked for the Freedmen's Bureau to provide medical care for freed slaves. She was subject to intense racism and sexism while practicing medicine. During this time, many men believed that a man's brain was 10% bigger than a woman's brain on average, and that a woman's job was to act submissively and be beautiful. Because of this, many male physicians did not respect Dr. Crumpler and would not approve her prescriptions for patients or listen to her medical opinions. Still, Dr. Crumpler persevered and worked passionately. Dr. Rebecca Lee married Arthur Crumpler in St. John, New Brunswick on May 24, 1865. About marriage, she said, "The secret to a successful marriage is to continue in the careful routine of the courting days till it becomes well understood between the two." Dr. Crumpler died on March 9, 1895 in Fairview, Massachusetts. She and her husband Arthur are both buried at the nearby Fairview Cemetery. Her husband died in May 1910. She and her husband were buried in unmarked graves for 125 years until July 16, 2020. Donations were collected through a fundraiser to create gravestones for the couple, and the ceremony was held at Fairview Cemetery as a gravestone finally was installed, marking where she and her husband are buried. Again, that was Dr. Rebecca Lee Crumpler. Thank you.
Amen.